Hi girls, good morning and welcome back to a what I eat in a day, but today's video is all based around what I eat in a day during ovulation. Over the summer, I filmed a video very similar to this, but it was during my luteal phase, and so many of you loved that video and requested a video for the other phases, so I'm really excited to be filming my ovulation video today. So as breakfast goes, I always love a smoothie. I actually filmed 3 hormone healing smoothies last week. I will have that linked for you guys in the description box down below. But regardless of the phase, I'm always eager to bring in fresh, healthy, nutrient-dense foods first thing in the morning through what I call my insurance policy, and that is my smoothie. You can blend together all of these beautiful nutrients, layer them into your diet, and it's a really great way to start your day off energized. However, I will say, and I've been talking about this more frequently, on my quest and my glow up to 40, I've been adding in a lot more protein. Some mornings, it's one of the grass-fed beef patties from Costco. I will literally put that on the pan with a little bit of sliced avocado over some arugula and have that for breakfast. Other mornings, it's a few hard-boiled eggs alongside a smoothie. Then many mornings, it's like a chia protein pudding with a little bit of a green smoothie. But I always try my best, especially during ovulation, when our body is craving those nutrient-dense raw foods. And it's a beautiful way to metabolize any potential excess estrogen. Right now, energy levels are high. So when we can really bring in these nutrient-dense foods like raw carrots, which we will talk about quite a bit today, some ginger, which really gets the metabolism going, it gets our blood flowing, which is of course why we always have the lemon ginger tonic first thing in the morning. Like guys, we have silica, which is incredible for our skin and our digestion in the form of cucumbers. A big, huge, beautiful bowl of raw leafy greens. Now is the time. If there's ever a time, now is especially that time to bring in these beautiful raw leafy greens. Apples, because of their beautiful source of fiber and pectin in the skin, it's also extremely hydrating and it adds a beautiful sweet touch, of course. And then there's nothing that compares in my mind for our hormone health to ground flax seeds. So in here I have ground flax seeds and hemp seeds as well for a beautiful source of healthy fats, and again to bring in that soluble and insoluble fiber. So we're gonna blend all of this together. I'm going to have it with 1 to 2 hard-boiled eggs. I am not a fan of protein powder. Now, there are clean brands out there. I always say Truvani, and the protein powder that I put in my coffee from Dr. Josh Axe. Those are clean protein powders. I love my smoothie. I've been drinking smoothies for over a decade. I'm a smoothie purist, so I don't like to impact the taste of my smoothie with a protein powder. I've used things like lentils and I've used things like cooked white beans in my smoothies to increase the protein. So again, I've shared lentils and white beans and how you can use that to really bolster up your protein or protein powder if you are using a clean brand. But what I'm going to do is through whole food sources by adding in the eggs. Like I said, some days it is one of those grass-fed patties from Costco, and I'll pair that with a really light, refreshing, and nutrient-dense smoothie, especially during ovulation phase. So we're gonna be putting together my version of the raw carrot salad. Now, I know the raw carrot salad has taken over the internet for its hormone healing properties, and that is for good reason, because carrots contain soluble and insoluble fibers, very similar to ground flax seeds, which we talk about a lot here on my channel, but what this does is it helps reduce excess estrogen and endotoxins in the body. It also works to purify our blood, our liver, and really cleanse the body and eliminate toxins that could be slowing us down and bogging us down. Now, typically the raw carrot salad is just that, raw carrots with a little apple cider vinegar, but for me, I like to have the raw carrot salad with a ton of other beautiful nutrients that really deliver that power-packed hormone healing punch. So we're gonna be pairing this together with some beautiful peppers for the extra vitamin C and antioxidants. We're gonna put together some cucumbers for the silica to really support our body and our digestive system. We're also going to be adding in some chickpeas, again, for a bit more of that fiber and some protein. We're gonna layer on some avocado and really bring together this beautiful, nourishing carrot salad. But we're gonna bulk it up with a ton of other nutrients that's going to leave me feeling full for hours. Okay, I just hopped in the office really quickly because everybody is home and I wanted to chat with you guys. During ovulation, this is when we typically feel our most outgoing, our best as far as energy goes. If you're still suffering from crippling fatigue and you don't have that extra zest for life that I always say comes during ovulation, then you are most likely dealing with a magnesium deficiency, which is not shocking and not surprising because 4 out of 5 Americans actually deal with magnesium deficiency. And magnesium is necessary for over 300 biochemical enzymatic functions in the body. And we actually need adequate levels of magnesium to synthesize our vitamin D. And vitamin D, while it is a vitamin, is actually a hormone and a hormone precursor. And so if you're vitamin D deficient, if you're magnesium deficient, you will most definitely not feel like your best self. So if you are a subscriber to my channel, or if you've ever seen any of my videos over the last 3 years, then you have probably heard me rave about Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. And that is because there is truly no other magnesium on the market that provides what the Magnesium Breakthrough provides. It has all 7 elemental forms of magnesium in one convenient capsule. So when we're talking fatigue and crippling fatigue, and when we have hormone dysfunction, this is a very real problem. I see it in my practice on a daily basis. But when we're dealing with fatigue, we wake up in the morning, we feel exhausted. It's 10 a.m., we feel exhausted. It's 3 p.m., we feel exhausted. One, we need to evaluate your sleep. Of course, magnesium is necessary for deep, restful sleep, but magnesium, as we talked about with those 300 biochemical enzymatic functions in the body, is necessary for brain function, for energy, for bone support, for mineral absorption. It's also a necessity for, of course, magnesium when it comes to digestive support. And we spend so much time breaking down and digesting all of the beautiful foods that we're making today. But if our gut is off and it's not fully functioning, it's going to take so much more work and effort to break down these foods. So I always say that it's a really great time during ovulation to pay attention to your energy levels. If you don't kind of have that buzz and you're not operating with 10 to 15% more energy than you do during your other phases, you may really want to consider adding in a magnesium. It is February. The fact that the sun is out right now is shocking because we got so much snow this morning. And so when you think about seasonal depression and vitamin D deficiency, of course you can sit there and supplement all day with vitamin D, but as I mentioned, you will not properly synthesize your vitamin D if we are magnesium deficient. And talk about feeling fatigue. So then you're not getting deep, restful sleep. Now you're dealing with seasonal affective disorder because of the lack of vitamin D, and we just get stuck on this hamster wheel. So I will continue to rave about this product, I think, every day for the rest of my life, because it has truly been a game changer. I always talk about the fact that when I added in the Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough 3 years ago, that my sleep improved by 30% on my Oura Ring. My deep, restful sleep improved by 30% just adding in this one supplement. That is mind-boggling. As somebody with a degree in dietary supplemental science and nutraceuticals, I can assure you that to get that level of lift and results with a supplement is life-altering. And so of course I take 2 before bed, but likewise I add 1 in the morning, and then I take another one around that 2 or 3 p.m. slump with either a little spritzer or a little bit of herbal tea. And honestly, if you're somebody who is struggling with fatigue and is especially noticeable during ovulation, I would highly encourage you to give the Magnesium Breakthrough a try. So I will have my link and my code for you in the description box down below, as well as the first pinned comment. Okay, so we've made a cup of spearmint tea, and now I'm going to enjoy that with probably 2 little energy bites. These are cranberry, cacao, pumpkin seed, date energy bites. I made these ones earlier this week, but I will go ahead and insert some B-roll footage now because I know we're gonna go through these in the next day or 2, so I will need to make an entirely new batch for us. So I will go ahead and insert some B-roll footage of me making a new batch. Are so yummy and so delicious, and honestly, just having 1 or 2, sometimes depending on how hungry I am, I'll do 3, but having 1 or 2 of them is perfect, and it curbs my sweet tooth in the afternoon. I have it with a little bit of tea, and also I'll enjoy it with one more of my magnesium breakthroughs. Here in the afternoon time, I like to take one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and two before bed. So this is the perfect time to have one more magnesium breakthrough with a little afternoon snack. Okay, so even though this is pre-made from the butcher, we're still going to soup it up a little bit, and we're going to make a sauce to put on top and then also midway through. So I have some coconut sugar here. We have organic Dijon mustard and some organic ketchup from Thrive Market. And we're gonna do like the smallest dash of Tabasco sauce. We're gonna mix all of that together and brush it on top of the meatloaf. And then with about like 15-20 minutes left, we're gonna put a little bit more on top just to keep it really moist. So I'm getting ready to make a cup of lemon balm tea, but this would also be a beautiful time to make dandelion tea, tulsi tea. You all know my love for herbal teas, but I want to continue to emphasize that eating these nutrient-dense foods that promote healthy energy levels when estrogen is high during ovulation is so important. When I'm in my ovulation phase, I definitely feel more outgoing. I have a lot more energy. I'm craving those fresh foods like that salad that I made for lunch. And then again, I brought it into dinner time by just topping it with a little bit of extra feta cheese. And I hope that you guys see that just eating a whole food based diet, foods in their nearest whole form, will really benefit us regardless of our cycle phase, but especially when we're leading up to our luteal phase and we want to feel good, because during our luteal phase tends to be when we're feeling a little bit blah and at our worst. And we always think about ovulation in regards to conception, but actually that's just one small part. We need to have healthy ovulation to have a healthy, balanced cycle. So it's really important to support our body regardless of the cycle, but especially during ovulation. This is the time when you've got some superpowers under your belt. So it would behoove us to take advantage of them by supporting it with a nutrient-dense diet. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. And if you want to see the video I did with everything I eat during my luteal phase, I will have that linked for you up here in the cards, as well as the description box down below for you to check out after today's video. And if you want to see what I eat during menstruation or during my follicular phase, let me know in the comment section down below, and I can definitely continue with this series and finish those last 2 videos, because I'm not sure about you, I absolutely love sharing, talking, and inspiring all of you to really do everything we can to nourish our hormones. So if you like today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click, that way you don't miss a single video, and I hope to see you back here next Thursday.